go. Ready? 3, 2, make it big. Shut up, phone. Hey, you're about to watch The Boys Season 4, Episode 2 with me, IsBe. This is the highlight reel from the live that we did over on kick.com/callmeisbe. You can watch the season finale with me when it comes out this Thursday. Make sure you subscribe, like, do all the YouTube things, click all the links in the description, and here is the video. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Season 4, Episode 2. Come on. Is that Will Ferrell?
Come back with me to the suburbs.
Yeah, what I want doesn't matter.
Benny Long and Ian Rashford savagely beat 3 good men to death outside the courthouse yesterday.
Because they're black.
Starlighters have shown their true colors, folks.
Ooh, they
Riding
did.
at
They framed black people.
Wait.
I mean, Huey's obviously not in the wrong here, right? Obviously, the parent leaves for several years and then comes back out of nowhere. It's reasonable to be upset with them, right? I mentioned this on TikTok. A lot of people are upset about Frenchie being gay, but he's always been.
Could have been a lot worse.
They established that in
Would
the
have been
first
a lot worse
2
if you weren't
episodes.
there.
Dude, getting dick down right after you get
Your
ass
speech
kicked,
therapist,
that's gotta
Gloria,
hurt,
has filled
right?
me in on the work. You know, psychological mutism is often...
It's none of your fucking business.
Oh,
I'm
he
sure
finally
I'm
told
telling
them
you
that he's
all.
dying.
Let's just say I got an angel on my shoulder and she's a right bloody nag.
Roger, I tried to warn you that shit was poison.
You ain't one of us.
Hey!
All right.
Oh, I do hate that. I don't get why. I'm genuinely I don't understand this. I'm trying to, yeah, I get he got pissed. So he gets pissed at everyone. So clearly, I know that they were kind of, pretty much all of the boys were kind of on edge with Butcher the entire time. Huey is the only one who's wanted Butcher around. But after he comes out and is like, hey, I'm gonna die soon, your response is good. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It also feels, in my opinion, it feels very out of character for MM. It feels really out of character for him. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't get it.
When Homelander flies down from the sky and says, with tears in his eyes.
No tears.
And says, hey, son.
Oh, fuck. Oh, what the hell? Oh, go back.
Oh, wow. Oh, buddy, can you believe that?
Oh, God, I love how the suit is fucking god-awful. Hold on, I want to look at that again real quick.
Because he came.
God, that is a god-awful... I love it so much because, holy shit, that is fucking terrible. Obviously, the joke is it's a mini Homelander suit, but, the exposed calves for no reason, the fucking exposed arms, why? I don't understand why his obviously, I know it's supposed to be a joke, but, what would be the design purpose of that? The cape being shorter, that makes sense. I get the cape being shorter, but, holy shit, this is terrible. I also love Homeboy. That's so
From
bad.
greatness.
I love this. Okay, anyways, back to what I was saying. So obviously this is a fuck, I lost the verbiage for it. What is the word? Lesson? No, lesson's not the word. Fuck. Okay. Obviously this is talking about nepotism. I can't remember the word. This is commentary. That's what I mean. So this is obviously commentary on nepotism. So obviously, pretty much everyone involved, the idea, especially between the costume and between the marketing of the story, the idea is, hey, look, this is Homelander's son, isn't he great? And Sage is obviously hey, that's fucking stupid because, one, we don't have sidekicks anymore because of Soldier Boy's sidekick, but also because if we're going to do this, people need to know that Ryan is his own person and not just some sort of Nepo baby. Otherwise, they won't take to him as much as they did with Homelander, especially because now the general public knows about, They know about the Compound V. So because the general public knows about Compound V, you should market that and say, hey, Ryan wasn't born from Compound V. Like all the other soups, Ryan is his own individual person. And that, to me, makes obviously that makes logical sense.
I'm here because Homelander wants me here. Because he trusts me.
Ooh, Ashley doesn't like that. I also like that Homelander doesn't like it either, but he kind of needs her. He's kind of aware of it, but he hates it. I love that he hates that he's aware of her. I love that he hates how much he's aware of her. Let me say that in an English sentence. I love how much he hates that he needs her. Because he's aware of it. Also, holy shit, either Ashley's way taller than I realized, or Sage is tiny.
Listen.
Sage isn't that small. Hold on, wait, I want to look. How tall is she next to Homelander?
If you don't mind.
No, Ashley's got to be tall as
I'm
shit.
here because Homelander wants me here. Because he trusts me.
Sage is near Homelander's soldiers. And let's see, where is she? Yeah, so that means Ashley's got to be like, what, 5'10", 5'11"? Because Huey's like, I think, because the guy who plays Huey's like 6'1", Homelander's like 2-3 inches shorter, making him like around 6 foot 6 something. Yeah, so I would go with Ashley's probably like 5'10".
Listen, I know you're the smartest woman on Earth.
Smartest person.
But let me give you some advice.
I love that she keeps having to correct people, that she's not just the smartest woman, she's just smartest in general.
You know, girls supporting girls. You cannot talk to Homelander like that.
I'm telling you the truth. You're so afraid of him, you plucked yourself bald. If I were you, I'd make myself useful. And get some lactation going, let him suck on those titties before you end up like Madeline Stillwell.
Hold on. Wait. Does this say that canonically Sage knows about Homelander's milk kink? Because that would be fucking hilarious.
If I were you, I'd make myself useful. And get some lactation going, let him suck on those titties before you end up like Madeline Stillwell.
That's totally what that implies, right? Sage totally knows
Ashley,
about
hey,
Homelander's
what's
milk.
up? Just the girl boss I wanted to see. I've been looking everywhere for you. Hey, so I heard that Ryan's doing his first solo save. I want to talk to you about something. I have this idea. Okay, so what if? And just hear me out on this.
Everything with Chase Crawford is so great.
I was there.
He's so stupid.
That's it.
You want to join a family-friendly PG save? While PETA still has you on their bestiality watch list.
Ooh.
I swear to God, stupid people who think they're smart make me want to eat my own shit.
Why do you let her talk to you like that?
She's just a bitch. It's probably that time of the month. It's like a full moon thing, isn't it?
You are a genetically superior being, and she's the evolutionary equivalent of a capybara.
Cappuccino.
It's a giant rodent from South America. You're better than her. Act like it. And you should be at the save. It's a good idea.
Ooh, okay, so Sage is planning something because obviously, I mean, logically, it would, it's not a good idea for the Deep to be there. But she's smart. What would it be? I would imagine, what I'm thinking is that Sage needs to get rid of both A-Train and the Deep. Because the Seven is filled with idiots. So she probably needs to get Black Noir too. I also bet that she already knows that that's not actually Black Noir. But regardless, she needs to get rid of the Seven and create the Seven from scratch to give Homelander what he needs so Homelander can be happy and Ryan, blah, 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 blah. So I would imagine that she is telling Homelander or she is telling the Deep to go to Ryan's save so Homelander gets mad and Homelander either kills him or kicks him off.
She cut ties with VOD a while back when they kicked her off of Teenage Kicks.
What are her powers?
Smartest person on the planet.
I've already tapped Sage's cell phones.
I forgot Huey.
She made
they
a
don't
reservation.
use Huey being a super nerd enough, I think. I feel like that should come into play way more often. Like, obviously it came in here, but I feel like that should come in way more often. Because that's kind of Huey's whole thing, right? Like, because he kind of fan geeks over the soups, it helps them in ways. Like, I don't know. I just
Smartest
feel like they
person
should
on the
use that.
planet.
I've already tapped Sage's cell phones. She made a reservation at the VOD Garden Suites and Courtyard Express in Harris.
Okay, so I'm assuming that she already knows that his phone's been tapped, or her phone's been tapped, right? Because M says that the phone's been tapped. Her being the smartest person on the earth, I would imagine that nothing can track her without her very.
Who's down for a little road trip?
You know what?
She made a cute little penis and balls.
Let her go.
Out of my way, kid.
It's gonna be okay.
Do you promise?
I promise.
He's selling off.
Who are you?
My name is Ryan, and I don't like bullies.
It's good. Pretty good.
And I don't like
That's fucking
bullies.
It's good. Pretty good. Noir, your entrance, you're doing too much. Just walk in.
Okay, but when Noir just enters stage right like that, I feel like it's more in character if I come into the skyline.
fucking talk.
Sorry.
Still talking.
Let's just stick to the blocking for now, okay?
If I come into
Okay,
the
so I wonder. Okay, so obviously at this point with this scene, it's kind of established that more people know that it's not actually Noir, right? Because we knew that obviously the rest of the 7 knew, or fucking A-Train, Ashley, and the Deep knew because Homelander brought in Noir's head last season. This implies that regular civilians know, because obviously these guys are like stunt coordinators for the movie and they're hearing Noir talk. Even with Homelander saying it, like, I would imagine just hearing Noir talk in general would be jarring from a civilian sense. So how many people at this point know that Noir isn't Noir? And on top of that, how many people know outside of Vault? Like, I would imagine at this point in the in-universe, it's like a conspiracy theory that, like, oh, Noir's not Noir. Oh, you know, I'd imagine. But I wonder how many people actively know. Because these guys clearly
Okay, but when Noir
actively
just
know.
enters stage right like that,
You want to rehearse the throw a few times?
Great idea.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Yes, excellent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
so,
he's obviously
just to
going
be
to
clear,
throw him too hard.
We're
and
not actually
splat.
killing people on the day, am I right?
just shut the fuck up.
Okay, so just yes, yes, excellent.
He's going to be splattered. There's no way.
Okay, so just to be clear, we're not actually killing people on the day, am I right?
Just shut the fuck up.
Okay, the Deep
You
is
can't
gonna stand up
talk to me
Ashley.
that way.
I didn't say anything.
I mean, from before. I'm the peak of human evolution, and you're just a Capabarnia. It's a rodent from South America.
Oh, so you're fucking land mammals now.
I am the Lord of the Seven Seas. You talk to me like that again, and I will drown you in your fucking toilet, you stupid bitch, after I've used it. Is that what you want? No. Sir!
No, sir.
That's right.
Okay, the Deep is growing some balls. Okay, so I imagine that I'm imagining that the plot for the Deep this season is going to be essentially him basically learning to stand up for himself, right? I'd imagine. They haven't done anything with A-Train, though, which is really interesting. Like, A-Train has been almost absent for the entire first 2 episodes. Like, we're what? An hour?
On my way, kid.
That kid's face is made for the
20
big
minutes in?
screen.
Truth con. There are no conspiracy theories. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, is this where they're gonna meet the redheaded lady right there? Okay, so this is where we're gonna meet the redheaded lady. White power. White power How many times? This is a plot line that I don't necessarily. This is one of those things where I don't need this plot line, right? The Kimiko gets lost and gets into trouble. I know I talked about before how I like the plot line of where it's like what is it? You know, Homelander and we got to defeat Homelander, and then they don't defeat Homelander. That's fine. This is a plot line. At this point, Kimiko's aware enough of the world where she doesn't need But she doesn't need to be bald. Oh. Yeah, I'm like, you know what I mean?
So our next speaker is not only a true visionary, she's also my close friend. So please join me.
A combo gets you a child they forced to have trans surgery, and a soda gets you a shot of adrenochrome.
I love this so much. I love it because, like, okay, so it's really funny because obviously at this point, a lot of the conservative fans of the boys are, rather on like Twitter and on social media, they're really upset at the politicalness of this season because they're just now realizing what the boys is talking about. And this is like the most on the nose season so far. And I'm assuming the reason why this season, specifically like with things like this, is so blatant and so much more like less coded rather than usual is due to the fact that a lot of the fans of the boys are, you know, in that sort of South Park phase of like, oh, well, they said it, so therefore I can say it, rather than realizing the whole thing is for you to realize that these characters are bad. So, like, a lot of people are, like, fans of Homelander and whatnot, and like, oh, he's not doing anything wrong, blah, 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 blah. And, like, you know, the story of the boys, they're basically twisting the message because they're not realizing that it's a parody. And so with this, they just went to see this, obviously, this whole thing, they're just going straight in with, like, these are very clearly, you know, based in right-wing talking points. So a lot of right-wing watchers are upset at, you know, this sort of inclusion because it's like, that's not how we are. But, like, they don't really, it's so funny because they're all like, that's not how we sound. But it's like, that is how you sound. You might say it a little less because obviously you're not talking about superheroes, but you literally sound just like that.
Of all of the Tom Hanks movies, you get 311, which is the police code for child porn.
That's I love this so
It's
much.
just mad.
Because that is obviously how so many people sound. Like, not even like on the left or the right, just like conspiracy theorists in general. I love listening to them because that's exactly how they sound.
Hey, stop. No, give it back.
That's so uncalled for. I love that. Stop being a pussy. Get someone calling penis or ass. I guarantee he's married, right? Like that's the Colin is married. That's my assumption, which is why Frenchie's not going for it. He feels bad for it. Can Kimiko get drunk? I feel like Kimiko wouldn't be able to get drunk because her cells regenerate, right? That's what I'm imagining. So, like, it'd be the same concept of, like, Captain America or, you know, Wolverine or Wade Wilson. Like, I don't know, maybe not, but... Alright, hold on. I'm gonna close it just because I don't want to get banned from a kick on purpose. So I'm just gonna close it so I can see what's happening. And then we'll continue. But okay, so he has the ability to copy himself, and in doing so, he can copy himself and pleasure himself at the same time, which is really fucking funny. And it's so graphic.
This isn't what it looks like.
It's disgusting. Oh, it's so graphic. Oh, God. Why is it so wet?
This isn't what it looks like. It's okay.
now, and I have about 1,000 messages asking me what the Starlighters should do.
Has she not given them direction yet? Or you're fucking, like, this is like 3 days after, and you have no direction? Come on, you gotta crisis manage, like, immediately
Spit it
after
out.
something like that.
I get why you ditched it. I do. It's just...
Here's the thing. I don't get why she ditched the Starlight suit and the Starlight persona. Because the whole thing of Starlight Season 1 is the fact that she didn't want to be sexy Starlight. Like, she wanted to be herself. And so that's why she wore the, the skirt. And, she was Starlight before she joined the Seven. Before the boys. So I don't know why, I guess it's maybe separate the art from the artist thing. I don't know. I just feel like there was a Starlight before the boys, or before the Seven. So why can't there be a Starlight after the Seven? The same Starlight that existed before the you know what I mean? Because Seven Starlight was the one with the one-piece suit and the cleavage. So I don't get. I don't know.
I can also see the value in it.
In superheroes?
Alright, anyway.
So much.
Alright, so who do we think these little boys are? They're probably his uncles, right? Or his uncle's kids, rather. Because his uncle died, so I'd imagine that he sees his uncle's family.
Ran across the Rockies, took out the terrorists, and disarmed the bomb.
And what?
What you mean, man? Then I got some popcorn. I watched the rest of Pacific Rim Uprising. Why don't you
Oh, I love the sponsorship.
tell them the truth?
He's in a wheelchair. Why did I think his brother died? Completely forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. But okay, so his brother is still obviously bitter because he can't walk, clearly. But I mean, if he's going to see you every single week, then I feel like I'm not saying that A-Train wasn't in the wrong, but clearly he's trying to fix it. You know what I mean? So I'm not. Obviously, if somebody took my ability to walk, I'd never forgive them. I get that, but he's still your brother, and he is trying. And everything that he was doing did have good intentions, right? That was A-Train's whole story thus far has been he really wants to do the right thing, but he keeps getting corrupted by the people around him. Like, A-Train at the end of the day wants to be a superhero. He wants to do good, but he has his own demons, and the people around him aren't helping by any means, so he keeps falling down the wrong path. He needs somebody in front of him who is a better person. Right? Homelander is a bad person, so when A-Train's around Homelander, he becomes a bad person. Compared to when he's not, he is a better person, right? A-Train's just easily influenced at the end of the day. That's the whole thing, right? But and even when he was trying to do the whole, oh look, I'm black, let's talk about Africa, it was coming from a good place, but it was coming from also a very corporate place and a very I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about place. So I don't know. I feel just I don't know. Let's just continue.
You sneaking around with my boys behind my back.
Okay, that does change it. Okay, so he had no clue that A-Train was seeing his nephews. Got it.
But I need to chill.
What's going on?
I don't know.
And don't think y'all ain't in some deep shit.
Sorry, Dad.
Okay, so they're not supposed to talk to A-Train. Oh, dude, that's so sad, though. I completely forgot. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the thing that happened in season 3, it was last season, I think, right? Yeah, no, it was the Herogasm, right? Was that season 2 or 3? It was during Herogasm, which I want to say was season 3, last season. Regardless, during Herogasm, it was last season because the guy who did it was the guy with the helmet. Okay, anyways, point is, if I remember correctly, the whole thing was Blue Angel, right? That was the guy, Blue Angel, something like that. He was basically the talking point for police brutality, which somehow conservatives didn't pick that up, and they're mad at this season for Truth Bomb or Firecracker, whatever her name is. And they're not. They weren't mad at the last guy, who was a very clear, obvious stand-in for police brutality. But anyways, so the police brutality guy, he shot some black people. He was basically over-policing the black neighborhoods. A-Train got him to apologize to the black community. The black community was obviously not having it because he wasn't doing it sincerely. He was doing it because he was forced to. A-Train tried his best. There was a big fight, and the fight ended with his brother getting paralyzed. And then so at the end of it, A-Train took him and ran him down the... ran him over, basically. Ran him into the concrete, so he's a splatter. Which, by the way, have they I don't remember them establishing A-Train being able to run again. Because, like, A-Train's whole thing, especially after that, was, like, he probably... Like, the doctor was like, if you run again, your heart's probably going to explode. And then he didn't. Because he got... Did he get better? I don't remember that. I don't remember them establishing whether or not A-Train got better. Like, the whole thing was... Shut up, phone. The whole thing was A-Train was unable to run, and, you know, Homelander made the joke. He was like, you're fat now. But, like, they never established he got better. But, like, in this season, I mean, he's clearly better because Homelander tasked him out to put those guys in the street. Anyways, yeah, so, again, A-Train's whole thing was he was trying, you know, A-Train was trying, so I don't know why his brother's so mad at him. If my brother was trying to do right by me, and he accidentally fucked me up for the rest of my life, obviously I'd be pissed. But I couldn't be pissed for too long because he was trying. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. But
Thank you. But I need to chill.
A-Train's like the I feel like A-Train's a great stand-in for a lot of Hollywood stars, right? Because a lot of Hollywood stars, their intentions are always good, but then they always fold to the pressure, and then their whole lives are fucked up, right? And I feel like A-Train's a really good stand-in. Compared to somebody like The Deep is in, like, The Deep and A-Train are basically two sides of the same coin, where with A-Train's good. Like, inherently, A-Train is good. He tries to do good. He wants to do good, but he is easily influenced and becomes bad. Compared to The Deep is inherently not good, right? Like, this whole scene where, like, the Gills are talking to him, and, like, obviously his beginning scene with Starlight, like, The Deep is inherently a bad person because of his experiences has made him into a bad person. Because he feels like he's owed something, right? The Deep is basically nice guy syndrome, right? The Deep feels like he's owed something. Now he's at a position where he can get the things that he's owed. But at the same time, the Deep is still easily influenced. So the more he hangs around someone like Homelander, the worse he becomes. A-Train is also very much the same. His experiences made him... In the other side, it made him want to do better. It made him want to be a good person. But once again, he is still not the best person, and he is still easily influenced. So, again, two sides of the same coin. And in my opinion, that's my interpretation of it.
Your videos got me to see that my entire family had been brainwashed by Clover genders like Starlight. I told them that I couldn't speak to them again until they did their own research. It's been 3 years now.
It's so sad. I also like that she's conservative, but has very,
Thank you.
Alright. In a room full of obviously racist individuals, how was MM, a black man, able to push Billy Butcher, a white guy, out of a building? Come on now. I know that, like, fucking can't look that deep into it. But I kind of got to, right? I mean, it's so in your face, right? Like, the whole thing is that Firecracker is obviously, racist, and she's obviously, some sort of right-wing conservative individual, which would imply that her supporters are as well. There's no way M is getting Billy out of that room, right? But I wonder how standard TikTok's, or not TikTok, see, TikTok's throwing me off. I wonder how across the board Kimiko's language is, because it's not, that's the whole point, right? It's not real sign language, so, like, I wonder how they come up with it.
Traffic, am I right?
What the fuck are you doing here?
What is this? Security cam footage of your 2 starlighters. About a mile from the bodies at time of death.
Ooh, okay, A-Train's, look at A-Train. See, again, that's the whole point, right? A-Train is the other side of the coin to the Deep. A-Train is inherently good. He just doesn't know how to be good because those around him haven't taught him, compared to the Deep, who is inherently bad, and those around him don't try to convert him, and they instead enable his evilness.
Here. You could have gotten my face in.
Why? That was so sassy. Like, it wasn't like a simple, like, yeah, it was like, like, why did he do it like that? Vaught's bank, surprise. How many, I wonder how many banks Vaught owns, out of curiosity. Anyways, here we go. So we didn't see the inside, we didn't see the outside.
Back off! Who are? What the fuck? What the heck are we supposed to do?
Back
off!
My name is
Ryan.
Oh, Homelander. Oh, come on, bud. Your whole thing was to not be here.
It's okay, son. I'm here. We're gonna save America. Together.
Stop making everything political. I love that. I love this guy. Stop making everything political. But no, okay, yeah, see, so the whole thing, first of all, I love that this account, has 500,000 people watching. But also, so, yeah, so the whole thing is that Sage wants Ryan to have his own identity. Homelander doesn't want that. Which, by the way, if you actually, yesterday, Homelander did an interview with Time Magazine. It was a legitimate interview, by the way. You can literally buy a magazine that has Homelander on the cover where they interview Homelander. Homelander also didn't ask me anything. With both of those, if you look at the comments that he made, like in universe, Homelander does not want Ryan to be his own entity. Homelander absolutely wants Ryan to be him, right? Like, that's the whole thing. Homelander wants Ryan to be his sidekick, to be his son, to be his junior, not to be over him at any point. Didn't he tell a girl to jump because his girlfriend died? Yes. Oh! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it was going to be a splat. I knew it. Okay.
I thought we weren't killing the guys today.
I feel like I'm not getting clear direction for this role.
I love that they're both stupid now. That's so fantastic. I'm also, again, I'm fairly certain that there's gonna be something where they're like, Ryan killing people, right? Because every time he's around home, again, it's another nature versus nurture. We're literally seeing nature versus nurture. Now we're seeing it with Ryan, who, again, Ryan is inherently good, but he's being coerced by his father, and he knows that it's wrong, but he's still there. Compared to A-Train and the Deep, I think we're seeing a third side of this coin, because apparently there's 3 sides to one coin. The Deep is inherently bad and, you know, is taught to be worse. The A-Train is inherently good and taught to be worse. And with Ryan, he is inherently good, but he knows what he's doing is wrong. Unlike the Deep and A-Train. The Deep and A-Train are like, I guess what we're doing is wrong, compared to Ryan, who's like, no, what I'm doing is wrong. We shouldn't do this. Yeah, Ryan knows what he's doing.
She said 9 p.m. in a Deep Blue Sea room, huh?
I sure did.
I knew it! I knew it! I told you.
Oh, pink guy. Too much cellar tossing, huh?
No. It's allergies. It's allergies.
Achoo.
Shut the fuck up.
So imagine you're having a retirement party or something, and the same guy appears 4 times, and he's butt naked. Dude, imagine getting a role, and they're just like, you're gonna have to fight grown men with your penis out.
Storm has arrived. Splinter
Alright, so she
and
went
I
live.
are being attacked by CIA agents after infiltrating a Zionist cabal.
Holy shit. That's fucking great. I did not was gonna come back. But oh man, I fucking love this show. That's so smart. I love that.
The proof?
My brother heard men grunting and
The
busted
proof is
in
right
my door.
here.
I'm gonna piss myself. Wait, I'll let you guys look at this.
The proof?
Oh man, I'll let you guys look at this because I don't think there's more penis around.
Splinter
No, hold on,
and I
one more penis. Hold
are
on.
being attacked.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna so I can show this on fucking YouTube. Oh man. Holy shit, hold on.
By CIA agents after infiltrating a Zionist cabal. The proof? The proof is right here.
Dude, this show's so fucking funny. You saw a hint of penis in my glasses? I'm so sorry. Blood splatter on the camera is always awesome, by the way. That's never not a cool feature. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys, because I don't think there'll be any more penis. If there is, that obviously that'll be a problem. But, hopefully, there will be no penis. Alright, let's continue. That's fucking working. Okay, so that's a good detail though, because obviously we're seeing Homelander being as sheltered as he was. He thought that very clearly. He was like, oh, Ryan's upset I crashed his party. When in reality, any human would know Ryan is upset because he killed his essentially friend, right? Maybe they weren't friends, maybe whatever. Like, obviously Ryan was working with the guy, so he feels bad that he accidentally killed a man. And obviously it's obvious, it's very obvious that's why Ryan's upset. But to Homelander, a guy whose whole thing is he's, just a statistic, like even Stan Edgar, right? He's like, you're a bad product, right? Like, with that being said, Homelander is a product, so everything in Homelander's mind is not real in that sense,
Guy doing what he loved. Okay? You are destined for so
like
much more.
Obviously,
You understand?
Ryan being naturally
You're
good,
chosen, young
but
man.
less susceptible to, like I said, both the Deep and A-Train, while they're both sides of the same coin, they're both equally susceptible to manipulation, and they're easily susceptible to being told what to do. So Ryan being not as easily susceptible to the manipulation, it's harder for Homelander to get to him compared to the Deep and A-Train, which both the Deep and A-Train being supers as they're young and kind of being exploited in that sense, completely different worldview. I mean, it's very
Sooner or
obviously
later,
nature versus
you
nurture.
gotta accept it.
Oh, I took the milkshake back. And again, like the whole thing with this Starlight thing, I was gonna drink that milkshake. But like, again, the whole thing with Starlight, right, is the fact that I don't understand why she's so against Starlight. Like, I guess in her mind, like, the Seven and Vault has tainted the Starlight Mantle, but she came up with the Starlight Mantle. Starlight was a thing prior to the Seven, prior to the boys, prior to all of this, so I don't get why she's so against being Starlight. Like, that's her heritage. That's even, her group is even called, you know what else is reminding me of? Like, her group is called the Starlighters. Her whole thing is like her whole brand is based on Starlight. Why is she not Starlight? It's kind of like when these, like, ex-porn stars decide that they don't like porn and they want to show on porn, but then they still promote, like, their OnlyFans and stuff. It's like, bro, if you want to break out of that model, break out entirely. Like, your whole movement is based on your personality, right?
What happens when he finds out you murdered his family?
Bob, put the bass drop in! Okay, that is entirely different than what I was expecting. Like I said, I was expecting the whole time for Frenchie to be like, oh, he's married, I feel bad, oh ho ho. Okay, so Firecracker sucks. Like, I love that. I feel like they gave Firecracker the Soldier Boy treatment because they made Soldier Boy so cool. I feel like they needed a Pussycat character, so that they gave that to Firecracker, which makes sense, in terms of the story. Right? So Sage is manipulating things. Firecracker sucks. Huey's mad at his mom, understandably. A-Train's family is mad at him. Well, A-Train's brother's mad at him, somewhat understandably. M is mad at Butcher, not really understandably. Butcher wants to get Ryan away from Homelander before he dies. Starlight had terrible work done to her face. Okay, I think that's everything covered in this episode, as far as I'm aware. Okay, so Ashley doesn't like Sage because Sage is obviously trying to take her place in pretty much every sense of the word. Get away, anime. Bad anime. Okay, continue. God, get away. There we go. Son of a bitch!